This conversation starts calm and then everything shifts. Let's break it down on Choir Media.
Yeah. Go ahead. Hello.
Hey, Kevin.
How are you?
I'm well. Thank you for asking. I'm so happy to be here. I literally just subscribed and I'm on here, so I'm very happy.
Cool. So, how old are you?
I am 27.
All right. So, what do you got for me on the topic?
Well, on the topic, I guess I could say that
Or do you have a different question?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
So I have been watching your videos for about a month now. I probably watched 2 handfuls of your videos, your live streams, and your one-on-one conversations with these women. And I think I'm in a position where I'm like, okay, I want a high value man. So I'm asking myself, what do I have to do? So my question
A
to
high
you
value
is,
man? Okay.
yes.
Go ahead.
So my question to you is, where do I place myself? Like,
Well, first off, is that your
networking.
phone dinging?
I'm
Is that
so
your computer?
sorry.
You're how old? 27?
Yes, I'm 27.
Did you go to college?
I got my associates.
What do you do for a living?
I work retail and I'm a freelance makeup artist.
Oh, Lord. Makeup, one of the worst professions for these. Why? I mean, so the question becomes, why do you want a high value man?
I think I admire the qualities that high value men have.
So if they made $40,000 a year, you'd still want one?
I would say so. I think it's more so the qualities, the mindset, the discipline.
Did you hear what I said?
I said if they made $40,000 a year,
if the same man made $40,000 a year, would you still want him?
Yes.
Come on, I don't believe it. I don't believe that one bit. And if you've been watching me, the first thing you cannot do to me is lie. It will go bad. It will go real bad, real quick. I'm not judging what you want. I just want the truth. So, do you have any children?
No.
All right. So, women want a high value man for the lifestyle they can provide in addition to the other things. I know that. You know that. That's fine. What state are you in?
I'm in Orlando.
Oh, Jesus. So the questions are always, why do you want one and what are you willing to do to get him? Are you frozen?
Oh, no. Sorry. I didn't know that what you were asking me. So why do I want
Yeah.
And what do I want to, what I said earlier, I think what I'm looking for is someone with that discipline, that mindset, someone with purpose, someone with intention. But like, they don't necessarily have to be in a certain tax bracket to have that same mindset and that intention. So to go back to the question you asked, if they make $40,000 a year and they have that same behaviors and intention and values, I would say yes, I would still want that person.
Do you want children?
Yes.
How many kids would you like to have?
2.
2. And I always ask this question: do you want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant?
No.
What percentage of the family financial load would you like to have to be responsible for a lifetime?
None.
All right. Were you raised to be a housewife?
No.
Were your mother and father married?
No.
You got any siblings?
No.
You're your mother's only child?
Yes.
Yeah, you got a lot of strikes.
I know.
Only child syndrome is real. I'm an only child. So, cute is just get you in the door. I get what you want, but the question is, do you qualify for it? What do you think?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out, and I've learned a lot from your videos. Things I've never thought about. The questions that you asked, these are things that I was never taught, never learned about, never thought about. So within these last few videos, I've learned so much, and it's really put things into perspective for me. So as far as what I'm willing to do, I'm trying to learn. I'm willing to.
Okay, so the first question I ask is, do you qualify for one? And I'm going to assume you don't because you skipped right past it.
Okay.
But what do you think?
Well, I don't know what qualifies for it.
Well, these men typically want women who are fit, feminine, feeling, cooperative, submissive, childless, tend to want women who are more feminine, raised with a certain level of domestic skills, raised to be a first lady, raised, I mean, almost a housewife. Um, and that goes much further than just being cute. And what I'm hearing you say is, I'm willing to learn. Understand your competition already knows, and I need you ladies to understand something. With high value men, you don't get to learn on the job for most of them. I mean, you work in retail, right? They wouldn't hire you as the general manager with no experience and just say, we'll let you learn on the job, right? Right. So, living in Orlando is problematic because it's where people go for vacation. Why do you, when's your last relationship?
It's been like 3 years.
How
Like
long
a,
did how long did that relationship last?
7 years.
And why didn't you guys marry?
Wasn't meant to be.
What? You're gonna need to do better than that. I mean, you asked me you asking me for something, right?
Yes.
So you're gonna come in and give me answers just like as it wasn't meant to be. You got to give me something.
Okay, so it was. I just don't want to like drag. I don't know if there's like a specific
Well,
point or reason, but
if you were with somebody for 7 years, that's longer than a lot of people. That's marriage length. Why didn't you guys marry? Is what I'm asking.
I was young. It was from 18 to
Okay.
23, 22. So it was just developmental years for me and him as
Rewind,
well.
rewind. Hold on, rewind. 18 to 22. You got a new kind of
24,
calculator over there?
25.
Okay.
Sorry.
Right. So, all right. Um, you weren't focused. Y'all were together that long. Yeah. So, and you haven't had a relationship for 3 years. I think you
Not
need to.
a
Hmm?
serious one, not a serious one that I would consider an actual relationship.
Are you taking your life seriously right now? How about that?
Yes.
You got two jobs: a makeup artist and retail. Okay. What's your career plans in the next? What do you see yourself in the next 10 years?
So I currently got into network marketing with Herbalife.
Oh Jesus! Stop!
um
Stop! 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 Just stop. Um, the reason I say stop is because so many women are not taking their lives seriously, and especially in our culture, we tend to we tend to really buy into these network marketing things. That doesn't work for most people. And if you're trying, ultimately, what it sounds like is that you're just doing stuff to keep the bills paid, but there's no real plan in life. And see, that's what I mean. High value men don't just want pretty faces; they got to be an asset. So if you're not taking your life seriously, there's no plan, there's no structure, there's no discipline. You could kick it with a high value man. You could have sex with him. You could hang out with him. But as far as marrying, likely not. No, no, because they're looking to somebody to be the person that's going to teach their children and administer their legacy. And that woman needs to be very serious. That's why I say high value men tend to avoid women like this: attorneys, physicians, psychiatrists, uh, makeup artists, massage therapists, actors, actresses, creatives, and nurses. I got this from those guys. So, from what I'm hearing from you, ma'am, you be good to get a rank run of the mill average guy, because you're not even taking yourself seriously right now. You just kind of. Mm-mm. So if I told you where to go to be with those kind of guys, I don't want you to just go there and end up being passed around as a sex object. So, all right. I know that probably wasn't what you wanted to hear, but that's any. What do you think about what I said?
I mean, it's fair enough. You said you have to know, like my competition, they already know, but I'm sure they had to learn some way, somehow, whether through their parents.
Yeah.
So
Stop looking in the comment section.
I don't know.
You're looking okay. They had to learn, but see, the fact of the matter is, you can't catch up to them. But are you living a serious life at 27? And it doesn't sound like it.
That's fair enough. I wouldn't say I disagree with you.
Well, then that means, in effect, well, I've already said it. So, and that does come into play. And women often get confused. Say, well, I thought education didn't matter. No, that's not the first thing. But a man wants a woman who's more than just a feminine, beautiful, bad bitch, cute. You got to have something there. I mean, you're talking about a man who's making a lot of money. And you're going to stay at home and be responsible for the kids and their upbringing, their schooling. You can't be the fifth kid. You got to be the adult. And you got to demonstrate that you can do that before these kind of guys are willing to invest. That's a significant investment. Because if it falls apart, in Florida, you're taking half their stuff plus child support and alimony. Not going to happen. Guys aren't stupid, ladies. You got to give a man what he wants. All the best, though. I wish you the best. Thanks. Okay. I think there's this disconnect, Jessica. Interview line. I think there's this disconnect that women just think because he's the devil. Hello.
Hello, Kevin. How are you?
I'm well. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Just driving home from work. So first, I want to say thank you. You changed my mind on a lot of things.
Okay.
And I will say that modern women are due. For a short period of time, I was one. Until I had to realize that I had to change those things after talking with my dad, in order to be ready for marriage. Both of my parents are married. They have been married for 39 years. And so a lot of my dating advice I take from my dad or my male friends. And they give me a lot of input on things that I need to make better.
Okay.
So my question for you is, I remember you mentioning the danger zone a lot. So I'm 37. I don't have any kids. Unfortunately, I cannot have kids. Am I still considered being in the danger zone?
The danger zone is age 27 to 35, where women need to focus like a laser on the outcomes they want in their life. That's what the danger zone means. The one over that is age 36 to 60, and that's called no man's land.
So I'm in no man's land.
Well, yeah. All women, if you're single, all women fall in there, and that just means men start to be less and less of an option because more men tend to be already in relationships, things like that. What do you want?
Okay. I want to get married. I understand that I know I'm average. I accept that as far as looks.
When's the last relationship you've had?
It was a situationship about 5 years ago.
And how long did that last?
5 years.
Why didn't you
And
guys marry? Hold on. Why didn't you guys marry?
We did not marry because we did not want the same thing. And my bad habit is that I tend to stay in situations longer than they should. I remember you speaking on that before. So
Well,
that was my issue.
first of all, the fact that we've even got to the point to what we call situationships is problematic.
Right.
If you want to be, and I have to get to the next person. This is far too involved, but if you want to be married, it always comes down to the same thing. What kind of man do you want, and what does that kind of man want from a woman? That's what it always comes down to. It always comes down to that thing. And lastly, what kind of relational skills have you developed over the last 5 years if you haven't had a relationship? Relationship muscles tend to atrophy.
Right. Absolutely.
So have you had any counseling?
No, I am going to get therapy actually this year. So that is on my list.
It's a good place to start. Good place to start. Start there first, because even if you came across a suitable man, acquisition of a man is one thing that many women focus on. It's the keeping that you need to worry about long term. All right, have a good night.
Thank you.
Danielle.
Misha, girl, right from the beginning, the caller confidently explains that she's looking for what Kevin would describe as a high-value man. She says she's attracted to qualities like discipline, purpose, confidence, ambition, and financial success. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with wanting a successful and disciplined partner. Most people want someone they admire and someone they believe they can build a future with. But I think Kevin's biggest point here is something a lot of people overlook. You don't just choose a partner. That partner is also choosing you. That's where this conversation gets interesting. Instead of simply asking, where can I find a high-value man? Kevin immediately starts asking questions about her own life. What does she do? What's her career plan? Does she want children? Does she want to be a stay-at-home mother? What has she accomplished? And most importantly, what exactly is she bringing to the table? That part is uncomfortable, but it's also important because sometimes people spend so much time creating a checklist for the person they want that they never create a checklist for themselves. You can say you want somebody successful, disciplined, ambitious, financially secure, and ready for marriage. But then you also have to ask yourself, what would make that person look at me and say, yes, you're the woman I want to build my life with? And that doesn't mean you have to be perfect. It doesn't mean you have to make 6 figures, have a perfect career, or have everything figured out at 27, but you should at least have direction. You should know where you're going, what you're working toward, and what kind of life you're trying to build. That's why I think the caller's answers about her future become so important. She's working retail, doing freelance makeup, and then mentions network marketing. Whether you agree with Kevin's criticism of that career path or not, his underlying point is clear. What is the long-term plan? Having multiple jobs isn't automatically a bad thing. Plenty of successful people have worked ordinary jobs while building something bigger. The issue is whether you're simply surviving from one opportunity to the next, or whether you're actually building towards something. And that's a lesson that applies to both men and women. Another part that stood out to me was when Kevin asked about her 7-year relationship. She basically says it wasn't meant to be. But after 7 years together, that's a huge amount of time. So naturally, Kevin wants a more specific answer, and I understand why. If someone is trying to get married in the future, understanding why previous relationships failed can be extremely valuable. Otherwise, you risk repeating the same patterns with the next person. Then we get to the second caller, and I think her situation adds another layer to the conversation. She's 37, wants marriage, hasn't had a serious relationship in years, and admits that she has stayed in situationships longer than she should have. That's actually a pretty important admission, because one of the biggest lessons here isn't simply about age, it's about relationship patterns. If you repeatedly accept situations that don't lead where you want to go, eventually you have to take responsibility for your role in that pattern. And I liked the point about relationship skills becoming rusty. Whether you call them relationship muscles or communication skills, relationships require practice. Communication, boundaries, conflict resolution, compromise, emotional maturity, all of these things matter. So ultimately, I don't think the biggest takeaway from this conversation is simply, you can't get a high value man. I think it's this: know what you want, understand what that person wants, and honestly evaluate whether you're preparing yourself to be a good match for them. You don't have to become somebody else, but you do have to be willing to grow. Because wanting a great relationship is easy. Becoming the kind of person who can build and maintain one, that's where the real work begins.